that seeks to destroy men. And there is now help. These Mgtow channels, mine and others, are here to help, to talk about how this system works, how us as men are emotionally hooked into relationships and hooked into a legal system and hooked into a social system by no less than total hookers. But we're hooked in, right? Vampirically, parasitically, we're taken advantage of. You know, when he said, I had no idea that it was going to be this profound, this overwhelming. And it makes me sad. I don't have enough hours in a day to do this. Right? To sit down and read everything and respond to every last one of you guys, I would like to do. Right? To sit down and have a drink with every last one of you guys, I'd like to do. I just can't. Holy crap. Can there be enough Mgtow video producers to do that? I don't know. Is it necessary? I don't know. All I know is this is the direction I'm going in. Right? It's putting these videos out here and knowing that it's making a difference. I've had people say it saves lives. Does that mean men aren't committing suicide? Yeah. I got a letter on here, right, from a vet who talked about, and he talked about it in a way that he was close to taking his own life because of what happened to him. You see, I don't want to say vets are more better, special, gooder, none of that. We just express our feelings, our thoughts, our desires in a little bit different way than people who aren't vets. You know, you're willing to fight for your country and you're the first in line. You know, that same sort of mentality we all have, right? If and when we were white knights, you know, we wanted to get out there and make a difference. You know, not a white knight as we're talking about in the world of Mgtow, but a white knight, right? A valiant warrior. Someone who's moral and good and willing to sacrifice themselves, either in whole or in part, to help others. You take that same sort of mentality and you introduce a parasite to it. And that parasite will take advantage of that. And it can crush you so deeply, so thoroughly, that you may want to kill yourself. So when someone says, John, you're saving lives, I think the person that wrote that is probably talking about themselves. It struck me, right? Struck me to the bone, to the core, the response I've gotten on this channel. You guys sponsor me through PayPal and Patreon. You treat me like I matter in a way I never thought to look for. Right? I never reached out and said, hey, will everyone clap me on the back and pat me on the back and make me feel good about myself as a human being? Here, I'm going to tell you some bullshit and I want sympathy from everybody. That's not what this was about. It's still not what it's about. But the message, the Mgtow message, whether it's angry or calm, whether it's simple or complicated, whether it's new or ancient, it's an important and valid message for men because of what we are dealing with. We all need a reason to be, a purpose in life. And when we're younger, and I did this in the video, the Board of Truth, talking about how we work and we grow and we gain, right, and we build, and then we look to our future. That's our lives. And then to have someone just trash it on sometimes what appears to be a whim, and on other times just pure selfishness, and in other times it's a hatred for you that you can't understand. Right? Mgtow lets you know that it's going to happen. It's happening right now, but you don't have to participate. And if you want, you can even help others avoid that kind of pain. You know, maybe someday I'll be in a position where I can travel about and talk to people, or be willing to do that, because I'm not quite willing to do that. I can't imagine what it'd be like to travel to big cities in America and little cities out in the country and just meet with people and sit down and talk and say, what the hell, you know? Not as a like a, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous thing, but to try and teach some sort of systematized way to look at this. And maybe that should be a step, like a 1 through 10, steps 1 through 10 on how to go from being destroyed and on the verge of suicide in some cases, back to being a full, healthy, complete man. Maybe there's a way to do that. You know, kind of a Mgtow self-help. I don't know what's in the future for Mgtow and us. I just know that you guys, all of you except the dozen or so idiots that give me a thumbs down every video, you know, besides them, the rest of you that watch, it has been eye-opening, and it has been heart-wrenching. It's been inspiring and also horrifying. There's a whole lot wrapped up in Mgtow. It's not just about talking shit about women. It's not about pumping and dumping them. That's just what happens. And that's up to individuals. That has nothing to do with anything. Right? It's not about getting even. Right? It's not about destroying and hating women. Right? But all of those things, right? Everything having to do with the relationship is understood and seen and witnessed by Mgtow men. Right? Because that's the nature of social relationships and the danger in them. And everybody wants something. Just how you go about getting it. Right? What did I want to do? I wanted to help men. This is how I went about doing it. And good golly, has it impacted me in a way that I would have never anticipated. Never. And I've got to tell you, a 21-year Glenfiddich is a fine scotch. Thank you, guys. Anyways, I want to thank you again. Thank you, gentlemen. You don't have to send your stories in. And the odds of me finding it and actually being able to read it are pretty slim. But I know you guys want it. I know you want to help. So keep doing what you do. Spread the word the best way you know how. To men who are young and old. Married or not. There's Mgtow men out there that got the golden handcuff right there. Right? They got suckered and roped in, and they're good men. And they will, if they're not careful, either be broken or destroyed. They need to know that there is help, that there is a future for them. Right? And it's not necessarily divorce. It may be cheaper to keep her. Right? You may be able to salvage some sort of life with whatever wife they have. Who knows? Right? I kept trying that. Kept trying it and kept trying it. Got to the point where it's for the sake of my sons, and eventually the abuse got to be too much. Anyways. Damn good scotch. I want to thank you guys. You have a great night. Give this video and all Mgtow videos a thumbs up. And please use Facebook, email, Gmail, snail mail, carrier pigeon, whatever it takes. When you find a good Mgtow video, share it with other men. Men in your family, friends, whatever. Let them decide if you think the video is right for them. Let them make the decision. Right? I remember thinking, I don't know if I want to share this information. Right? I don't know if I want to influence someone unduly. That was a big fear about doing these videos. Am I going to convince men to do something that they otherwise wouldn't or oughtn't? And then I realized, well, after doing a few videos, no, that you guys are hip to this. Men know what's going on. They just don't know what to do about it. They don't understand how they got suckered in. They're afraid it's going to happen again. There's even been a few men on here, and I've read the comments where they go, I can't resist. Anytime a woman gives me any attention, I'm a sucker for her. I'm screwed. And I feel horrible for that guy. Whoever that guy is, or those guys like that. But if men knew that there's a support system, this Mgtow community out here, it could probably help save more men's lives. And at the same time, every time a Mgtow is born and a woman is denied a free lunch, we are no longer encouraging bad behavior. We're no longer participating in a system that teaches women to take advantage of men and destroy them for their own benefit. Right? What better way for a criminal? What better way for a criminal to continue being one than for everybody who sees them stealing to pretend like they don't? For everyone that knows that they're immoral to give them excuses and promote that mentality they have, which is wrong and immoral at every level. That's what women have. And they're getting it not only from other women, not only from the social system, but men also are encouraging them to continue this behavior. Right? So how can they feel wrong? And how can they know right? How can they change their evil ways? Right? If no one tells them no. No, you can't have my money. No, you can't control my life. The answer is no. Mgtow is freedom. I have the penis. Semper Fi. Thanks, guys.